Hello. Ah, there it goes. Okay. My mic will work so much better if I have the USB plugged in. Hello, Gred. How goes it? I am starting the stream off sitting up straight and hydrated. Ugh, I feel a little disoriented. I don't know how I managed to do that. But plan, I'm doing good. How are you today, Gred? How's your week? It's almost over. Which actually, a lot of people are on break right now because, Christmas was last week and then the New Year's is this weekend. So a lot of people already, are off school, off of whatever, right? All right. Let me go ahead and knock this off. And as much as I love Edward's drawing, it is blocking the screen. Ah, I'm doing good. Thanks. The car broke down, so it's at the garage now, but I had a nice walk. And you're looking for a fan fiction your brother recommended. What fandom? Ooh. All right. No, I don't want to consume anything just yet. Oh, Percy Jackson. Okay, okay, okay. Welcome to WBC, your main weather-related news source. The forecast covers Coral Island and the surrounding area. Coral Island's forecast for tomorrow is sunny, bringing a clear and beautiful day to look forward to. Percy Jackson owns my soul. That's so funny. Oh, my controls. I'm not used to my controls. Okay, these are growing nicely, so I'm gonna go ahead and yoink. Oh, I thought that was done. Okay, it's not. These are also not done. Okay, this is fine. Okay, I think that the way to go, I think that the way to go tonight is tonight. I think that I need to go into the mines. I think that's the move here. That kind of startled me, I will admit. Yoink. You might like to hear this then, Gred. This is not Percy Jackson related, but it is like fan content related. I am working on a little something for Nap's stream for him. Yeah, a little something. Um, It's gonna be a song. Maybe more than one. Yes. Yes, yes it is. I just need to figure out, what, how to do stuff with it. Like, I need to figure out, how to get music going on it. Once I figure that out, it's over for you guys. Alright, got my... I appreciate it. I appreciate it, Gred. Alright, let's put some stuff away then. But I need that still. And then I need to go to... Shoink. You wrote a song once? Oh, really? Did you like how it turned out? I've written, well, not really written so much as just like made it up. I made a lullaby once for my nieces. I also broke my pen. Oh my god. Actually, I have a solid, like, I have like a solid melody because I've the thing that I made for my nieces, the lullaby that I made for my nieces, I made that years ago. So like I have a like set melody for that. The other thing that I'm working on is in progress. I think I have a set melody for that one. I just need to figure out how to do some kind of like music stuff with it too, because I would very much like a music thing with it too. Yeah, I liked it. The beat and tune was a bit off, and I haven't got around to editing it yet. It's only lyrics so far. Yeah, mood. My pen was made of paper and I unraveled it. They're very cute. Oh. I wonder why it made a mess. Wonder why it broke. The world may never know. One of the told me he'd bring in the bed when I was done. He was a nice guy and gave me chocolate during my mock exams. Aww. I need a ton of copper. Let's go. Let's see. I should move stuff around. We'll pop all this stuff down because I don't really need like any of this. I'd like to be able to see what I've got in my inventory. Ooh. An invigilator is an independent person who makes sure people don't cheat. Oh, so in In the United States, we call those proctors. The tune for my song may have been stolen from other songs. That's not my fault. Just so happens those songs were in my... I don't think that that will hold up in copyright court, but pop off. And if you don't make money off of it, I don't think it matters. Bruh, can I find a way down, please? The G is not hard, it hugs the soft G like in fudge. J, so invigilator. Oh, that makes sense because the word vigil is in there. So, okay, the word vigil is in there, that makes sense. Whenever I was reading it, because, like, even though I can see the word vigil is in there, now that I'm, like, looking at it again, knowing that it's the other one, the other pronunciation of G, whenever I first looked at it, I saw the invig, or the invig, and I was like, oh, like, invigorate, and which is also kind of why I was a little confused as to what that was supposed to be, because I had, like, invigorate in my head whenever I read it, so I was like, I got the context that it had to be something related to the test, so, like, I just assumed it was, like, some kind of, like, teacher or something like that, but I didn't, like, really understand what it was, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got enough of the gist to understand what you were saying, but it, like, I didn't know exactly what it was. Learn something new every day. Alright, do I have anything else? Not worth fighting over. Chat. Ah! You are a foreigner in my chat. I wasn't gonna call you out on it though. Buddy, you just went out. At the end of this day, it's looking like I'm gonna need to stop and get my dog out. He's having a love-hate relationship with the cold lately. He wants to be outside because he enjoys the cold, but then he gets cold because it's cold out. And then he wants to come back inside. any ultimate like crunch. Hang on, baby. As soon as this day is over, I will let you out. What? Yeah, the cold is too cold. He likes it because he's a furry dog. He's a German Shepherd. He's a German Shepherd Collie, and he likes the weather, but he doesn't like it like what it is he doesn't like it on his feet. He doesn't like it when his feet get wet or cold. He enjoys the cold weather except for the fact that it touches his feet. That's what he don't like. That's what he doesn't like. Alright, let me see if there's any of these that need to get sold. That one has not been sold. That one has not been sold. That one has not been sold. Okay, so I can sell that. Have you ever thought about menial curses? Curses that are mildly infuriating at best. For example, I curse you to have no cold on your. Wow, rude. Okay, if we're gonna be like that, Greg, do you want me to give you a menial curse? Do you want me to be mean to you? Because I will be. If you best not be throwing stones when you're in a glass house, or I'm gonna throw some back. Let's see. It's an example, but yeah, kind of want to hear what you've got. All right, so let's see. How mean do I want to be? I hope that let's see. What if I said something like I hope that you always have a piece of popcorn stuck in your teeth, all the way at the back, in between two molars, or in between like the molar and the gum. Yeah. Or let's see. What's another like mean little silly little thing that would drive somebody nuts? I hope that your sock always slides down in your shoe. I hope that let's see. Every time you go to a fast food place to get French fries, I hope that the person in front of you asked for unsalted fries so that they could try to put salt on it and have them be fresh fries. But if you've ever worked or know anybody that's ever worked in a fast food joint, the salt has to be put on them as soon as they're done for it to actually stick. So everybody after them gets unsalted fries, basically. Or I hope that every time you touch something metal this winter, you shock yourself. Or that you smudge your fingernail polish every time you finish painting them. Whenever you're walking around in socks, you step in a puddle and you end up with soggy feet. I'll do you one better. Oh, you don't go to fast food restaurants? Okay, I'll do you one better, alright? I hope that whenever you're walking around in socks, you get fur stuck to the bottom of them. I hope, you know what, you know what, you want me to be real mean? You said you wanted me to be mean as possible, so okay. Be mean as I can, be mean as I can. I hope that every Percy Jackson fanfiction you read has something untagged in it that doesn't show up until 3/4 of the way through the fic. Joke's on you, Gred. I am never too warm ever. When I lived in Florida, I wore sweatshirts in the middle of summer. So like, that one's not gonna get me. Hope every fanfiction you read has print. Sweetheart, I've been on the internet for a very long time. Most of the fanfiction I read does have bad grammar. I've read some that are better than novels. But a lot of them that I've read have been better than novels, but written like an elementary schooler. Good boy. Alright. Now that that little fella's taken care of, I hope they're all interesting concepts and you're really excited to read, but they're always badly written and fresh and infuriating. Yeah, whatever. C'est la vie. That's just how being on the internet works. I hope you go to take a drink but realize your cup is empty and you have a single tantal. I think you greatly underestimate, like, I don't think you realize the things that bother me. None of these that you've said has bothered me. Let's see, what's something annoying? I hope that every time you buckle up, your seatbelt is tangled and sits weird against your chest. Welcome to WBC, your main weather-related news source. The forecast covers Coral Island and the surrounding area. The sun will be out tomorrow. It will be clear and sunny. Stay hydrated, everybody. These are all things that bother you. The things that you're saying or the things that I'm saying? Or both? Am I doing a good job at picking things that bother you? I'm trying super hard. The things that you're saying? Ah, I see. Your things. Oh, okay. Oh, so you didn't like the fact that something in a Percy Jackson fanfiction would be untagged? That doesn't bother you? I see I've misjudged. Heavy drinks are lukewarm, not chilled if they're supposed to be, and hot if they're... I drink most of my things at the wrong temperature anyway. We're just opposites, apparently. I mean, what? Oh, okay, so you don't... So you just read whatever? So like for example, in fan fiction, depending on the fandom, because it does depend on the fandom, because like for most things, I will filter out major character death. I don't read things that have major character death for the most part, because I like angst, and like I'm not super opposed to character death. It's just I would prefer not to read it. So like it's not super bad, but like it's like I don't really want to deal with the character death. So like I usually filter it out unless it's for like if I read the Walking Dead fan fiction, for example, I don't filter out major character death because in that instance I don't want to filter that out because there is character death in the main thing. So like there's character death in the main story. So that one I don't filter out because like I might be filtering out something that I want to read if I do that. But if it's for a show or a book that doesn't have major character death or it doesn't have a lot of it and I don't want to see it if the characters die, then I'll filter it out. Oh, don't filter things. I filter so much. I do on occasion go in, completely blind, but I typically filter stuff. Believe me, unfortunately, if you've been around the block a few times, you will run into some nasty things in fanfiction. So, I would advise you to read the tags. Just saying. If you're reading the summary, you're most likely going to not going to catch things that you don't want. But sometimes you'll miss it still. I really baby, it's cold outside. I want to stay, baby, it's cold outside. I really can't stay. I could make a mooncake. Sometimes I read stories with concepts I don't usually read out of curiosity. For example, I'm reading a fanfiction where a character who swore off men dates the main character. Yeah, fair enough. I mean, I certainly read stuff that I will finish a lot. There's a lot of stuff I will finish. Was it milk or egg that I needed? I think it was egg. Yeah, egg. And then I need 2 lotus. The other thing I really look out for is specific trigger warnings. Oh, like the archive warnings? Like, do you look for the major archive warnings? That makes sense. Which, to be fair, major character death is an archive warning. That's one of the major trigger warnings. Or well, it's not specifically a trigger warning because that's a little bit of a different connotation. It's an archive warning, but whatever. I use AO3. Fanfiction.net because you put a thing there. I think it's funny. They said that fanfiction.net was gonna die, and then We're still waiting. It never did. Bruh. Which, let's be real, we knew it was never gonna die. No, I don't want that. I want this. I really can't stay. Baby, it's cold outside. We haven't anywhere to go. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. I'm not a fan of Wattpad. It's not like the word. Well, sometimes. As far as I know, it's still going strong. I haven't been on it in a while. I don't read it a whole lot. Mostly because I don't like the way it's set up now. So like, I think that they really kind of messed it up. Because they basically like they started like really pushing for the whole we can publish stuff from Wattpad angle, which I guess is appealing to people. Like I'm sure there's plenty of people that that's appealing for, but like once you start once you start like pushing the whole narrative of you can get your story published here or whatever, it seems like people stopped writing, a lot of people stopped writing for enjoying writing and started writing for I want this to make me money. And then like also like there's like I think like the last time I tried to read stuff on it, there was like a lot of like weird stuff about like there was ads on it and stuff, and there was like all kinds of just like nonsense. When I told some of my friends that I read fan fiction, they immediately thought about Wattpad stories and Your Name stories and celebrities. See, like, and Wattpad is a horrible, horrible place for fan fiction. Wattpad is good for original fiction. It is not good for fan fiction. It is horrible for fan fiction. It's like the worst site for fan fiction. Like it's better to post on like Tumblr for fan fiction than it is to post on Wattpad. I hate Wattpad for fan fiction. It's a horrible place for fan fiction. So the tagging system on Wattpad is just atrocious. It's not really set up for tagging via filters. You really only have genres essentially, unless they made some major overhaul. So like it's just not a good, unless somebody knows exactly what they're looking for, they're probably not gonna find the stuff anyway. And like because it's set up to be, because they've made this major shift to be like a publishable thing, fan fiction has quite a history about like fighting with like original fiction authors over publishing rights. Like there's a reason why so many people like have these massive warnings that are like, I'm not the owner of this, none of these characters belong to me, I just write stories with them or whatever. Like there's a reason why there's so many massive warnings about that, and it's because you can get in a lot of legal trouble for trying to sell fan fiction. Like you can get in so much trouble for that because it's copyright infringement. You're doing copyright infringement if you're making money off of fan fiction. Especially if you're doing it. Yes, I'm sitting upright. I'm sitting upright. Especially if you're doing it on a website like, for example, on Archive of Our Own, on AO3, you are not allowed to mention selling it. You're not allowed to mention how you're selling stuff. Because it's against terms of service. It can get them in trouble, it can get you in trouble. Yeah. But oh, I have no idea what I got out of there. Oh, they're closed. Closed on Monday. Oh, that's weird. It was like still in the thing. Ranting about fanfiction is no excuse. Okay. Fair enough. I donate the scarves and beanies I knit during the year to a shelter on the other side of the island. I hope they can use them. I always try to donate before winter hits, just whatever I knit that year. Usually the mayor and Bree have things for me to send too. While you're diving, remember to collect some kelp. It comes in handy on the farm. Don't worry, the kelp around this island is considered a renewable resource. It has a very high growth rate compared to land crops. Oh, I meant to go to the... Right. Oops. Hello, Sham. Hi, Pink. How's it going? It's almost the end of the year already. Fast, huh? A hot spring is really good for sore muscles. Nothing beats a hot soak after a workout. Well, yes. Do you create imaginary worlds in your head about stories like fan fiction, but only in your all the time? Yeah. All the time. Being outdoors has its downside on days like this. The inn gets really cold in winter. Thank goodness for portable heaters. I kind of want to play in the snow in the park with the kids. Valentina always looks like she's having so much fun playing outside. I love snow, you know. It's so fascinating the way it's soft and fluffy, but also cold and clumpy. It feels magical. I have like a whole thing on how the sequel trilogies for Star Wars should have panned out. You self-insert in these imaginary worlds. It depends. I guess sometimes, yeah. Sometimes it's like, oh, I wonder what, like this, like sometimes I think about what I would have done in certain character situations. So like, I'm like taking the place of a character in these like scenarios that I think of. And then sometimes I'm like, well, what if I was there? Sometimes I don't think about that. So like, I don't know. So yeah, I guess sometimes. I didn't realize winter is so cold here. Oh, poor Surya. Surya. It's cold outside. I really can't stay. Baby, it's cold outside. No, I don't want to. Because I don't have it in me. I've already yelled about Star Wars a lot today. Uh-oh, I'm gonna sneeze. Uh-oh. Okay, I'm good now. And also another reason why I don't really particularly want to share, obviously nothing against you. I just, I'm still going through and watching a lot of it, so I don't have, there's not like a whole lot of solid stuff yet anyway, so like I'm just kind of waiting. I'm still kind of trying to make sure that I understand how things lead up to the sequels anyway. Sometimes I put the book I'm reading down for purposes of dedicated thinking as I consider what I would have done in that situation. Yeah, and I think that's a good way to read books, honestly. Like, I think that that's a good... like, way to engage critically with media. You know what I'm saying? I think that would be a good thing to do, even for regular, you know, like I mean, you said that, you know, you do it for books, so like, I think that's a good thing to do for movies and stuff too. I think it's a puts you in a point to like really think about stuff. Okay. Bum, ba-dum, bum, bum, bum. Shit. Wonder if it's gonna snow tomorrow. Welcome to WBC, your main weather-related news source. The forecast covers Coral Island and the surrounding area. Tomorrow is a festival day. So the weather's gonna be fine because it's a festival day? The answer is yes. It's almost always fine because it's a festival day. Is that watering can unlimited? No, I just refill it every time. So it's got, at the bottom of the screen, where, right here, you've got like a bar right there. I use less water whenever I charge up, because I use less water per thing. It moves faster if it empties faster if I do it one at a time. Will it tell me how much is in there? No, it won't. I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. If I had to guess, I'm going to say 50. 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. Yep, 50. If I was watering that in real life, I'd use many watering cans full. I'd use a full watering can full for a plot a fraction of the size. Well, yeah, but it's not real life, is it? It's a video game. You know how frustrating that would be to have to run back and forth that many times? Whew. And that is why you get yourself a watering hose. Well, I guess I could go ahead and go down to, we can't get a watering hose on the allotment. The water's been turned off during winter to prevent the pipes from busting. Gross. I guess I understand. Doesn't mean I... Hello, sailor. Granite. I already have some granite. On one hand, I get so bored cooped up on inside. On the other, it's so dang cold out. What should I do? It can get pretty boring being inside all days. It's cold, I suppose. Fewer people are out and about. See, the hardest part about this game is that once it's complete, I'm gonna have to go through and romance all of the characters. I'm gonna have to do it. I'm gonna have to romance all of them. And then I'm gonna have to not marry Pablo several times. All on stream, yes. Does this damage me? Oh, it doesn't. I'm not gonna sit here and dig around for this. I'll just go down deeper. Ah, I see I messed up here. I don't think I grabbed my... Nope, didn't grab my sword. It's fine. Aww. Well, at least I got a fossil node out of it. Bruh. There is absolutely nothing worth being over here for. Yoink. Teehee. Alright. Looking for a way down. Well, actually, I'm looking for copper. Gems. That did not work out. Like, where did that thing just go? Nice. Well, I've only got one more. Might as well. Alright. I'm just gonna see what's on this last one. Oh God. Okay. Nice. And now I can actually go into my crafting menu and make some of those. Really should make another kiln though. Where's my makeshift path at? There it is. Oh, bruh. Bruh. Maybe I'll use something else over here. Boom. That's where the kelp extractor goes. I can do 5 of these. Alright, what else can I make? Let's see. How many kilns I got? Got space for 2 more kilns. And I got space for 3 more compost bins. I don't think I need the 3 compost bins, so I am gonna chill on that at least. I'd like to make some more extractors. I'll have to go get some stuff for that. Now, furnaces, I should move my furnace. My furnaces should move. I need to move my furnaces. Honestly, that might be a good place for that. I might do... Oh, I can't do that when it's full. Shoot, okay. I don't know that I want to do more mayonnaise machines. I might do a second one. Okay, cool. Let me look up at this stuff. Okay. could do a couple extras of these. Well, I only got enough for one. Oh. Doop, doop, doop. Time to go to bed. I'm almost. There's a festival today. I should check it out. Oh, I skipped their birthdays on accident. Ooh. Okay. So there's a festival, but it's not saying anything about the festival, so it might not be done yet. Welcome to WBC, your main weather-related news source. The forecast covers Coral Island and the surrounding area. Coral Island's forecast tomorrow is sunny, bringing a clear and beautiful day to look forward to. Hey there, Pink. Here's one of my favorite pasta dishes. It's fueling and delicious. Enjoy, Sham. Okay. Oh, I can add some flour. Oi. Oi, babe. Oh. Dying a little bit there. Alright, I'll keep that one over there. But this one I'll keep over here. Oh, I don't have enough. Ui. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. How are these trees growing? Alright. Good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12. Do, 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 do. So somebody at work has been telling me about this game called Dwarf Fortress that I got, and I went ahead and got it. And I'm excited. 160, dang, that's more than. Ooh. I'm excited to see like how it plays, like what it's like. Seven. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2, 3. E. I got the exceptional cutter, which means that I got some hardwood. Ayo. Okay, there we go. Boom, 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 boom. I don't know that I have used. I don't know that I've sold one of these before. Oh, I have. Okay, so I'm good to keep that then. Ho, ho, ho. I'll let them out because I've already let them out basically, but alright. Need to go to bed now? Okay, I hope you have a good night, Grad. It was nice having you in here. Auf Wiedersehen. Ooh, yes, let me take a drink. Yes, I will sit up straight for the rest of the night. Well, I'll try to anyway. Oh, what did I just click? Uh-oh. There we go. Dahlia honey. Walk with me once upon a dream. I know you walk with me once upon a dream. I guess I should probably be gathering kelp, honestly. I know you walked with me once upon a dream. Closed. Closed. Oh. I know you walked with me once upon a dream. I wonder if there's any clothes in here that I like. My baby likes to play in the snow. She's creative when she makes things with her hands as well. I'm very proud. It's the twins' birthday season. I got them some pies and crates of green smoothies last year. That was a hit. You know, I like how even though, because I'm not a big fan of Antonio, but I really like how he's not, even though he's like, you know, Suki's ex, he's not an awful person so far as we've seen. Like, he doesn't seem like he's like a bad dude or whatever. They're just exes. I do like that. That doesn't look good with that shirt. Why are those so expensive, bruh? I know you. How much is that? Oh my god. Should I be spending money on this? Probably not. Am I going to anyway? Absolutely. I know you. I walked with you once upon a dream. Hey, oh, where'd she go? low stamina already detected. I have a song from Sleeping Beauty stuck in my head. Not that it's like a bad song or anything. I haven't seen Sleeping Beauty in ages. I bet I can craft some stuff. Oh. A scuba snap. Yeah, I know it's getting late, but I would like to use up some of the stamina first. Oh, time to leave. Meow. I walked with you on. has already been donated, so I'm good to sell it. Alright. I'm gonna keep the ripped jeans, even though I know I could sell them, because I haven't sold them yet, but I would like to keep them for later use, you know? Because, like, I like that outfit, but right now I want to wear this. And actually, while we're at it, we're gonna go ahead and put that up for now, too. Hmm. Okay. Cool. Cool. Okay. These look like they might be ready to harvest soon. Fingers crossed. Meow. Meow. Cheeky cheeky. Pet, pet, pet. Pet, pet, pet. Really need to go get my mail though. What? Weird. Okay. Alright, time to run to the... Oh no, are they even open right now? Well, one of them has to be. Either the... Glass? Dragon's Trisula. Interesting. I'll go ahead and go to the museum for that one. I don't think I have that. Rose Hill. Pink, you could probably use a cute jacket instead of whatever that is you're wearing. Your boots are so thick. They look super cozy, by the way. Are they designer? I have to get myself a pair. So country, but I don't know where I'd wear them. Leah! Leah, that's character growth. Teehee. I really can't stay. Baby, it's cold outside. Baby, it's cold outside. Da, 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 da. Ooh, more over here. Eh, whatever. Uh-oh. There we go. I like how it basically looks like there's ice on this stuff. Whoa, overgrown. God, it's going all the way over here. I did it again. Oh, that went away. Nice. Stamina again, bruh. Why do I have Christmas songs stuck in my head? Yes. Let's do the snacks. I can make more, but I don't really want to 'cause it's getting close to the end of the day. Yes, I got the log. I'm working on it. Oh no, it's getting late. No! Don't make me leave. I'm in the middle of something. At the very least, I should probably reset that. Okay, there's one. Yeah, it's made me leave. No! Fine, fair enough, I guess. I really must go. Baby, it's cold outside. Just to be on the safe side. These fellas didn't give me milk today, so they're in a bad mood. I don't think they ate yesterday. Which they should have, because there was food in there, but it looks like they didn't. I really must go. Baby, it's cold outside. I want you to know. Baby, it's cold outside. Da 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 da. I don't think I can do anything with any of these other than the rose hip. Baby, it's cold outside. Okay, I think I will do... I know it's going to be a little bit early. I think I'll do one more game. Or one more day. Ooh, snowing tomorrow. Pizza from Frank from Fish and Sips. Aw. Which I know there's lots of the NPCs who like the fish, the stuff. Wear something warm, don't want to get frostbite. I'll have you know that I was talking to some people at work about that. And I was told, in no uncertain terms, that no, what I had definitely did not sound like frostbite. Sounded like windburn, which is ironic considering I was calling it windburn the entire time, and then somebody was like, no, it's probably frostbite. The onset symptoms of frostbite. Nobody actually said, yeah, you probably got frostbite. People were like, oh, that sounds like the early symptoms of frostbite. But no, I was told, nope, it's windburn. It was windburn. So I just stay winning. And you have to be nice to me, Weeb, or I will do something that you won't like. I'll do something that you'll hate. I'll rub this cotton near your face. I'll go, and you'll have to, and you know the feeling. You know the sound, you know the feeling, you know what it is. Touching cotton. That's what I'll do to you. Okay, I'm done. And you know what's funny? Is like, it's so weird that the plant part is such a bad feeling when the fabric is so nice. Like, cotton fabric is great, you know? So, like, why is the plant so horrible? Where's my other egg at? Only one of you in a badminton. They take the ick. The refinement process is just removing sensory issues. That is how they process. Yeah, what's the official term for processing cotton? Ick removal. That is the technical term. Man, making a friend at work is the worst thing I've ever done. Cause I made a comment, and I made a comment, and I like mentioned how like me and my friends take tests like that, and a little while later, I make it. What was it? I made some like. Oh, I mentioned how I made a joke about don't tell my husband that I know what an allergy panel is, or he would want me to take one, and he goes, "Why would he want you to take?" He's like, "Why would he want you to take that test? That's not an autism test." And I'm like, ah, ah. I have been assaulted at work. I have been absolutely made a fool at work. Got me. I'm like, how rude. But also, fair enough. Fair enough, I guess. Bone. Bone. How's your day going, weeb? It can be dangerous to go out on the ocean in winter, but if you're trained and you're careful, everything should turn out fine. Are you looking forward to the New Year's Eve festival, Pink? There's usually a lot of good food, uh, and fun games. State curry, nice, nice. Meow. And he's a sailor. Hello, sailor. Well, actually, he's a fisher, but like close enough. He sails. That's a sailor. Living at the inn is great, especially in winter. It's cold out and you want to chill with friends. Yeah, the inn is cold and the heater is questionable at times, but the residents are friendly. Yeah, yeah. You know who Raj is? Raj is the person who runs the coffee shop. They're great. I love them. If only my heart did not belong to Pablo already. I don't wear perfume or any strongly scented things, especially when I'm making coffee or blending beans. Oh, look at that! Look at that, weeb! They don't wear strongly scented things. Perfect for your nose. Those scents can compromise the coffee beans. Yeah, are you craving coffee, like, coincidentally, or because you want to meet someone? I don't mind the snow. It's the ice that irks me. It turns the water into land. It's hard to garden with snow everywhere. Mood. I also am not a fan of the snow. You know, she won't talk to me. I know she can talk. I know she can talk, but she does not talk to me. Wow, with snow like this, you can really see everyone's footprints. Which one are yours? You look all nice and cozy today. Would you like to cozy up with me, Ava? You can't, because my heart belongs to Pablo. Hello there. Hello there. Stuff just got cleaned up. Just because Judge Ross is too busy talking to. Oh my god. Watch this. I'm on top of the world. This is my magical world transformation. Ooh, a mantis shrimp. I don't think I've caught one of those things before. I want to see the shrimp colors. Weeb, do you like the colors of the sky? Also, just to let you know, because I work with a bunch of computer programmers, several of them have been on the internet for a very long time. God. One of them was talking with me today about color theory. One of them was talking to me about color theory. Cause like, I don't remember what started it, but like, somebody said something about something being red or whatever, and I was like, actually, red has more positive connotations than negative ones. And one of my coworkers brings up the hospital, and I'm like, yeah. I have to laugh like that because I was looking kind of goofy. I may as well have. Honestly. I think he would have known too. That's fun. Yes, I am sitting up. It does not take stamina for me to pick stuff up. I don't think. No, it doesn't. So chill. Okay, there we go. I need to get back up to where the... I need to get back up to this stuff. I need some copper stuff. Or bronze, I should say. That thing over there is new. That's a new critter. I don't have that critter yet. An arrow crab? Yeesh. What is that thing? Oh. I can't talk to it, by the way. I've tried. My inventory's full. What? I am not hurting for stone. Yes, I want to exit diving. Why are you still here? Meow. 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 Let's see. Let me go ahead and craft up a couple more of these kelp extractors. I don't have enough wood to do that. Do I think I can beat the time? Oh, I'm so passing out. Oh no, I'm so passing out. Whew, I made it. I'm so good at this game. All right. Well, with that, I did say that was my last round of that. So I am about to head off of here. I will be back sometime this weekend. I haven't decided when exactly this weekend, and I'm not sure if I'm going to stream on New Year's or not. I'll be back on Sunday for sure, because Sunday is my day. And then by Sunday I'll know whether or not I'm streaming on New Year's. So, goodbye, good night. I will see you guys later. Bye. Bye. Bye.